is now my duty, my honor and my privilege in the chair to call for a vote on the approval of the Charter of the United Nations.
I'm glad to hand you, Mr. Lee, my father's check.
Thank you, Mr. Rockefeller. We intend to go ahead and create on the East River site a dignified and appropriate headquarters for the United Nations, which will stand for generations to come as a great monument to peace and security.
We stand today at the threshold of a great event, both in the life of the United Nations and in the life of mankind. This Universal Declaration of Human Rights may well become the international Magna Carta of all men everywhere.
In favour of the resolution recommended by the ad hoc committee, 37, against 12, abstentions 9, and I therefore formally declare Israel admitted to membership in the United Nations. Order, please.
To facilitate the transition from the present truce to permanent peace in Palestine, an armistice shall be established in all sectors of Palestine.
The first paragraph calls for the immediate cessation of hostilities.
An armistice agreement has been entered into between the United Nations Command and the commanders of the communist forces in Korea.
Monsieur le Président, l'intervention franco-britannique dans la région du canal de Suez a, comme je le disais tout à l'heure, pour objet, premièrement, l'arrêt immédiat des combats entre les armées égyptiennes et israéliennes.
Steps be taken to reopen the Suez Canal and restore secure freedom of navigation.
A plan for the setting up, with the consent of the nations concerned, of an emergency international United Nations force.
We are being accused of substituting ourselves for those authorities, of seeking power for the United Nations in the Congo, and of reinstituting some kind of colonialism.
Вместо генерального секретаря создать коллективный исполнительный орган ООН, состоящий из 3 лиц, каждый из которых представляла бы определенную группу государств.
I shall remain in my post during the term of my office as a servant of the organization in the interest of all those other nations as long as they wish me to do so.
Dag Hammarskjöld is dead, but the United Nations lives.
The Assembly will now proceed to vote on the various proposals that are before it in connection with the item entitled Declaration on the Granting of Independence to Colonial Countries and Peoples.
The exhibit on this type of missile shows a launching area being constructed near the city of Havana. All right, sir. Let me ask you one simple question. Do you, Ambassador Zorin, deny that the USSR has placed and is placing medium and intermediate range missiles and sites in Cuba? Yes or no? Don't wait for the translation, yes or no? I'm prepared to wait for my answer until hell freezes over, if that's your decision.
UAR authorities in Gaza informed General Ricky of a large-scale Israel air raid throughout the UAR, including a raid on Cairo.
These are the words of the resolution we propose. Withdrawal of Israeli armed forces from territories occupied in the recent conflict, termination of all claims or states of belligerency,